Hello Daily Drafters and welcome back to the channel for today's daily draft and our last week of Duskmourn drafts here on the channel. Boo-hoo. I'm fine with it. This format has been brutal to me, but I know a lot of you are enjoying it out there, so we're going to see if we can get our first trophy of the format here in our last week with Pack 1 Pick 1 Kona? I don't think this card is great, but there's a couple combos with it, I feel. I mean, I love Sawblade Skin Ripper. I think Black Red is a really good deck, and this is like an insanely great piece to that deck. The commons here are all really not great. Tunnel Surveyor is fine in some decks. Cryptid Inspector is fine in some decks. Everything else is really not that great. I haven't had the chance to play with Kona. You know what? I'm kind of talking myself over into the Sawblade Skin Ripper camp. I know it's a gold card. I just think this deck is really good, and this card is so important in that really good deck. So I'm going to go ahead and start with that here. And see if we can follow it up with something nice like Defiled Crypt Cadaver Lab, I guess. I mean, that seems pretty fine even in a black-red deck. There's also Glimmerlight, which could be interesting with that card. This is a card I didn't have the chance to play with prior to Friday's draft, but had a little bit of fun with. There's some combos you can have with this card here too. Meat Locker Drown Diner's nice. Wildfire Wicker Folk is a card I haven't had the chance to play with, but seems really good in red-green. But let's take Defiled Crypt here and go from there. Once again, another bad pack, but there is... Nope, sorry. Missed the Irreverent Gremlin here. This card is pretty good, I think. It's 2 mana, 2/2 menace. Let's see Rummage. Seems fine to me. Sporogenic Infection. Fine sometimes. Ragged Playmate. Fine sometimes. Moldering Gem, decent in some decks here, but let's go ahead and take the Gremlin here now. And now there's some good stuff. I like Unwilling Vessel. Trapped in the Screen's obviously great, but with Sawblade Skin Ripper already, Vengeful Possession seems pretty good, especially if we can get some more sacrifice. Like, if we can get some Final Vengeances, this card's going to be really good. There have been entire formats that have revolved around these threat effects in the past. They've gotten better at designing them to not be so busted and putting them at uncommon instead of common. But let's take Vengeful Possession here and see if we can spike a nice little red-black sack deck maybe. Let's play a game. No thanks. I'd prefer to not play a game. There's Winter's Intervention, Innocuous Rat, Terramorphic Expanse. I guess that's about it. I guess I'll take the Intervention here. I just don't care about Rat. I mean, if I end up with one, that's fine. If I don't, it's also fine. Go ahead and take that here. Fear of Lost Teeth is a decent thing to be sacrificing to something like Skin Ripper. Turn Inside Out. This deck also ends up being a little bit more on the aggressive side, and Turn Inside Out is also, I think, pretty good. These are both close for me. But I think I'm going to take the Fear of Lost Teeth. It synergizes with the Gremlin. It synergizes with the Skin Ripper. I would play a Turn Inside Out, though. So I'll take the Fear of Lost Teeth here. And now there's another one. Yeah, I don't need to prioritize Soul Rager given to violence, so I guess I'll just take another Fear of Lost Teeth. And we're kind of locking ourselves into black-red here, but... Sorry, I think that's okay. We haven't seen really many reasons to not be black-red. I guess now's the time I could take Rat. I really don't care about these two cards very much at all. So we'll take the Rat here, and on the wheel, we get a Boiler Bilge's Ripper. I don't like this card, though. I hope to not play it, but I'll cut it for now, because we are highly likely to be red-black here. So cutting the red card seems fine. In a pinch, we could put it in the deck if we absolutely needed to. So we'll take that. And looking for Final Vengeances, Scorching Dragonfires, Disturbing Mirths, you know, cards like that. Clockwork Percussionists. These are all the cards we're really trying to trying to find for our deck here, and Exogene is holding everything up for us. That's alright. Sometimes some people may not draft very much and they have to do a lot of reading, which is totally fine. So we'll wait our turn, I suppose. I really hope we get to do the Vengeful Possession sacrifice thing at least once this draft. That seems... it's always a fun play pattern to make. Maybe we even wheel some of these innocuous rats that were coming around. That could also be fine. Didn't see any Final Vengeances pack 1, so we won't get any on the wheel. Would love something like Enduring Courage, the red Enduring enchantment creature. That'd be a great open in pack 2. Too much to ask? It's the one that gives +2/+0 and haste to all your creatures. Ethereal Armors are coming around pretty late, but I'll pass that signal here. I'll just pass all the colors that I am not, just to potentially give them a playable in a color that they might be, to keep it open for me in pack 2 here. Okay, once again, really not anything. I guess I'll just take the Bear Trap. I mean, Bear Trap works with something like the Skin Ripper, but I just don't think... so does Found Footage for that matter. I just don't think these two really matter in this kind of deck, though. So, keep them over there for now. Okay, still nothing. Nothing seems to be wheeling, not even the rats. So that's not a great sign. But, sure. Alright, last pick, enter the Enigma. Okay. Pack 2, we see Meat Hook Massacre 2, which is not good, unfortunately. I tried this out in one of the very early drafts, and it just wasn't particularly great. So we have a choice between Commune with Evil for card draw, Painter's Studio Deface Gallery for card draw and aggression, and the Final Vengeance that I had mentioned. Now, like I said, I do like Final Vengeance. I think it's going to be very good in this deck. I just think Painter's Studio Deface Gallery is kind of irreplaceable in a deck like this. It provides an effect that you can't really get very well from other cards. So I think I'm going to take this over the Final Vengeance, hoping that I'll still get access to at least one Final Vengeance throughout this draft at some point. But not unhappy with the Painter's Studio there. Okay, another interesting pick here. I think I'm going to take the Nowhere to Run over Fear of Burning Alive. We're not building towards Delirium currently, so this isn't at its best. I think I would play a card like this. Like, if this wasn't in the pack, this would be close for me between Fear of Burning Alive and Glassworks. But I think because the Nowhere to Run is in the pack, I think that's a little bit clearer than the other two. If we were in like red-green or something like that, the Fear of Burning Alive is probably better for us, but as it stands, the removal spell seems fine. We do need to find just some more cheap, good, aggressive creatures. We're not really very high on that right now. Vicious Clown isn't really one of those aggressive creatures that I would consider good. Fanatic doesn't really work in this deck super well. Excruciator and Shroud Stomper, not today. So do I want a second Winner's Intervention over a first Vicious Clown, I guess, is the question here. Yeah, I just don't care about this card very much. I don't really care about either of these, but the Clown just doesn't really do it for me. Okay, that's a Withering Torment, but in this deck, Final Vengeance, I think, is going to be better than Withering Torment. Grab the Prize could be fine. These two, yeah, sure, whatever, but Final Vengeance, get on in here. Turn Inside Out versus Baelmerk Leech. This is not really... There's not really a many Baelmerk Leech decks in this format. Guess there's also Conducted Machete here. I think this is a little clunky. I mean, it's a 4-mana 4/3, kind of, without synergy in our deck. So I think I'm just going to take the Turn Inside Out. This works really well with something like Fear of Lost Teeth. Even Final Vengeance, potentially, if you really want a 2/2 as well. Oh, now we have to make the hardest decision. Why do all these have to be in the same pack? Scorching Dragonfire, Percussionist, and Final Vengeance number 2? This is really tough. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 removal spells already, which makes me think I just need to take the Percussionist here. Goes really well with Turn Inside Out. I really hate passing these two cards, obviously, but I think I'm taking the Percussionist. Yeah, that one hurt. That one hurt for sure. Leech versus Loner is pretty much all we have here. I want a 3/1 with no synergy or a 2/2 with not a lot of synergy. Guess I'll take the 2/2 with slightly more synergy than the 3/1. Found Footage, Fanatic. Hope to not play either of these, but if I have to, I suppose I could. So we'll throw Fanatic in the sideboard. And what are we hoping to wheel here? I mean, Final Vengeance would be great. I don't think we do, though. I don't really remember seeing a lot else that would be great. Okay. We did wheel the Final Vengeance somehow. And the Grab the Prize and Commune with Evil, for that matter. But we will take this Final Vengeance happily. And we really need... His deck just needs a little bit more power. It's gonna fold to a couple of bombs, I think. I don't need a third Winter's Intervention. I don't need a Fanatic. I don't really want a Teddy either, but I mean, I guess I'll take it in the event that I need more 2s. I'm not playing anything here. I'll take the black card just cuz. I mean, these are potentially playable. I guess I'll take the Grab the Prize. And a Baelmerk Leech could potentially also be playable, so maybe our colors are relatively open. Maybe we can find something passed to us in pack 3 that could really help out our deck here. Let's see. Grievous Wound, unplayable. So we have Murder, Fear of Burning Alive, and Ragged Playmate is what we're deciding between here. We've got so much removal, I don't think we need the murder. Fear of Burning Alive. Just one artifact. I would take like Clockwork Percussionist over all of these. I'd take Dragonfire over all these. I think I'm going to take the Ragged Playmate here. I think our deck is a little bit more aggressive, and this is probably going to push damage a little bit more than a 6-mana card. So I don't feel great about this, but I guess I'll go ahead and take that here. A complete whiff this pack. Demonic Council is nothing. Infernal Phantom I don't think is a good card. Spectral Snatcher, not really for this deck. I guess I'll take it, but I'm hoping not to play it. Yeah, more just completely mediocre stuff. I mean, I guess I'll take another Rat with Double Vengeance here now. Again, not thrilled with it, though. Daring Bloodsucker with 5 enchantments. Turn Inside Out number 2. And Derelict Attic Widow's Walk. I mean, this is a little bit of card draw. I think I'll take the Attic and the Widow's Walk for some card draw. It also works well with Fear of Lost Teeth. Works well with Percussionist as far as the Widow's Walk side here. with the rats, so I guess it makes our deck a little bit more consistent. Okay, another Vengeful Possession is kind of fun, with double Final Vengeance and Skin Ripper. That works pretty well for us here. It's a pick 6 trapped in the screen. I think this person might also be in black-red. We're getting cut pretty hard here. Hope to not play really anything there. We're at just 10 creatures in a deck that I claimed wanted to be aggressive. I don't know what we are. Well, sure. Let's just steal all of our opponent's creatures and attack them with them. Why not? How is Commune versus, you know, a second Teddy, a third Intervention? I guess I'll take Commune. I don't know if I'll play it, though. This is probably looking to be the deck right now. We didn't really get there on Defiled Crypt, though. I'll take the Teddy, put it in the sideboard. Defiled Crypt doesn't really do anything in our deck. We're not taking stuff out of the graveyard. Okay, so we only saw one Percussionist this whole draft, and we took it. So, would have liked at least 2 or 3 of these. Yeah, so we have to save these Final Vengeances for our 3 Vengeful Possessions. Maybe we get to the point where we're like kind of board stalled and they play like a 7/6 trample and then we just like steal it and close out the game. That could potentially be a game plan with this deck. And it looks like we're probably not going to wheel anything. Yeah, Vicious Clown, maybe. Given to Violence. Maybe. Friendly Teddy number 3. Sure. 2 artifacts. We don't have anything that cares about Delirium. So the Teddies don't really matter. And a last pick, Plains. Alright, I think I just have to add like 1 card to this deck here. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll see you after deck building. Okay, so I did decide to go 16 lands here. Added the Ripper back in. We did end up with a good amount of things that it would probably be fine to sacrifice. Fear of Lost Teeth, Percussionist, Double Rat, Teddy, fine. We got a lot of removal. The Possession Vengeance combo here. Lots of card draw. Grab the Prize, Attic Studio, and Skin Ripper, and a lot of creatures that don't really do a lot. So I think this deck needs to draw all of its best cards, which we're not very good at doing. So I don't have high hopes for that part, but it can do some things. So we'll find out together in game number 1. See you there. Okay, starting on the draw, got a Percussionist and a Turn Inside Out. Removal. Seems fine. So we'll keep this. Let's hope we can draw Final Vengeance. Got the combo in hand here. House Cartographer. Sure, that's something I don't mind just firing off removal on here. Erratic Apparition. Alright, well let's offer the Turn Inside Out trade that I'm sure they won't take. Okay, I guess they do, so go ahead and trade, get our Manifest, get our extra card. And flip a card we can play. There we go. That's how it's done. Alright, let's start. I guess I can get rid of the Grab the Prize from the Gremlin and the Fear of Lost Teeth here. So let's do this. Play the Gremlin. Discard this. And then just, I guess, just pass. I don't really want this thing to trigger. I could push 2 damage here, but that doesn't really seem worth it. I can also threaten and bluff that I have another turn inside out in hand. Okay, so what do they have here, and how should I block? If I double block here, they've got bounce potentially, so if I triple block, hopefully they don't have something that gives like indestructible and can protect all this. Let's go ahead and triple block. I know it just protects me against any sort of funny business they could have going on over there, hopefully. It does mean they 2-for-1 me, which I don't like. I don't, if I didn't block that way, I mean, I probably just get 2-for-1, right? Like, either way. I guess I just flip up the Ripper here. I don't really have anything else to do. I'm not just going to play a 1-mana creature, so... Sure, see if they have bounce or something. Okay, close enough. And more removal. Yep. Alright, now we got nothing. But, kinda so do they. Never mind. Now they have something. Now we have nothing. Sure, go ahead. Where are the Final Vengeances when you need it? I don't want them to draw extra cards here, so... See, this is the issue with decks like this. You draw these cards, but you don't draw the other ones. I guess, what do we have? Enchantment, land, artifact, creature? Okay, so we can actually trigger this. See, and now we draw all of that. We can continually steal it, though. Like, every turn, just keep stealing this and attacking with Delirium. I mean, they get to draw extra cards, but, sure. Okay, Rickety Gazebo. Getting back a Branch Snapper and a Survivor here. Alright, well, there's a chance if they kind of... Actually, they can't even cast both of those. So the Branch Snapper is probably going to have to cycle, yeah. So they're going to cast Rootwise Survivor next turn. Final Vengeance. Well... Let's steal it again. And attack. Final Vengeance will be good next turn with the Vengeful Possession, so I guess we just play Friendly Teddy and give them their Thresher. They play land, play Survivor, attack with both. Make a 3/3. But there's a chance we have lethal in some convoluted way. Now, probably not. Okay, so they're going to get a 3/3 from the Survivor, but I'm going to be able to kill both of these creatures and draw an additional card here. Do I want to get rid of something? Yeah, the Teddy doesn't seem like it does much. So we'll do this. Attack. Looks like they'll chump. That's great. All their stuff dies. Unfortunately, drew the wrong color land, but we'll target this one. Sacking that here now. And now they're still at 6. Kind of used all of our steel effects here. But we did get to draw like an additional 3 or 4 cards or something. Twitching doll, yeah. It's not the most mana efficient thing to do to play the Skin Ripper, but I think it represents the most damage here. So we'll play this. Next turn we have Rat and Sacrifice and things. We are at 9, so we have to watch out a little bit. I mean, if they attack with this, I don't think I can block. They will get to draw an extra card, though. Which is never great. That's big. Okay, sure. And another creature, yeah. And now they can probably still attack freely. No, they chose not to. Alright, Final Vengeance. That was actually a really good draw here. So... let's start with this. Hit the land, so that's sure, whatever. Do this, play the rat. Sack the rat, targeting Branch Snapper. Get another rat, I guess. This has Menace. So they have to trade it with both of these. Or I can sack the Manifest and kill one of these creatures here. Right now this is going to deal 1. It'll do it on end step though, right? Yeah. I don't want to trade this off just yet. So let's sacrifice... let's actually sacrifice this. No attacks. Deal the damage here. And then next turn we can potentially kill the Flesh Burrower as well, as long as the Skin Ripper survives. Okay, Fear of Falling, that's a card. More lands, it looks like. So let's flip this up. Let's sacrifice it. Unlock this. It doesn't... probably just made a little bit of a misplay. I didn't really need to unlock that. I could have flipped this up instead, but I probably want to get rid of the Flesh Burrower. I don't think they're attacking me with this. Maybe they attack me with this in desperation, out of trying to draw an extra card here. Yeah, I just hope they got a brick at least once. I have good attacks next turn. In fact, I have lethal next turn, so they kind of... It's pretty risky for them to want to attack here. They have to have drawn something pretty decent and also hope to draw something pretty decent. I just noticed we only have 3 cards left in our deck. Somehow, what on earth did I do to get 3 cards left in my deck? Oh, draw all those cards from the Wicker Folk, I suppose? So what do we have? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So one of those 3 is a land. Okay. Please don't have drawn removal. That probably means I lose. I didn't even realize I had 3 cards left. Maybe I should have been trying to push damage a little sooner. Okay, so they are trying to draw something extra here. What did they find? Sure. Winter's Intervention, that's not lethal. Actually, I think it is. If they don't have anything here. So let's go... see if they get priority here. They don't. So we attack here. And before blocks, we kill that. We sacrifice this, and then end of turn, it pings 1 to any target, right? There we go. All right. We found the line, and we managed to dodge one of our last 3 cards, or the last of the 3 cards being the land. Oof. All right, well, pay attention to your deck size a little bit more. All right, on the draw again, but the hand seems fine. We've got lots of card selection here. Get rid of all these lands we'll draw. Hopefully Gremlin survives so that we can get a rummage and get rid of one of these 6 lands. Okay, sure. Let's play the Leech, rummage away a swamp to draw a mountain. And if we don't draw anything else, next turn we just grab the prize, ditching a mountain. Brood Spinner. Good card, good card. And if they equip Saw and attack, I'll block, but let's see. Sure. Alright, more lands. Okay. Innocuous Rat, not too bad here. It can get rid of the Brood Spinner by sacrificing the rat. Don't really want them to crack this thing. Twitching Doll, nice play so that we can actually Winter's Intervention that. This will work out just fine for us. Well, that's even better, isn't it? I mean, I guess that's what we do, right? So let's deal the 4-3. Pushes more damage here. I don't think I do want to discard a card. So let's do that. Go to combat, attack here and here. And I can actually sacrifice the rat. Or does it trigger for them? Oh, it triggers for them. Because they own it. Interesting. Okay. Sure. So we target that. And we sack the Brood Spinner here. Nice, nice. Always love when we get to do the steal and sack thing. Now hopefully you don't play just like some big 7-drop. It's pretty close. Clockwork Percussionist. Alright, let's attack. I guess I'll throw the rat at their face to deal 2 damage here, put them to 6. Okay, got 2 lands off the deck, which is nice. Is there something else I'd rather have? I don't think Winter's Intervention does much. I mean, it does threaten that if I attack with this and they choose to block it, I can finish it off. Percussionist isn't really doing much right now, but is it better than like a random land? Maybe. Winter's Intervention is a little bit of life gain if that matters. I'm just gonna decline. I don't know. That's tough to figure out exactly what to do there. They chose not to discard that card to kill the gremlin, so that last card before their draw this turn is a relevant card. More than likely. It wasn't just a land, otherwise they would have turned that into a removal spell here. Okay, either they're just trying to put a clock on us here, or they do need to dig to try to survive. The Winter's Intervention does nicely, like, let us not die to this next turn. But let's see what their draws were. Okay, Ripper down. And what else? Nothing? Okay. Let's do this. I think I will get rid of this at this point. Okay, Winter's Intervention number 2. That kills the demons, so let's go ahead and finish it off here then. Wait, what? Why are they just now getting priority? They haven't gotten priority all turn, and now all of a sudden they are? Did they put on full control or something? I don't know what's going on. Why would they all of a sudden get priority from that? Can't think of a card that would, like, as soon as there's a creature that you control that has toughness 2 or less, do something. I don't know. Or they're just, like, full controlling to rope us here. I'm not exactly sure. Alright, it was, in fact, just them being bad-mannered and roping us, putting on full control. So if any of you know username Sam, go ahead and call him out. A little bit rude. Alright, we'll start on the draw for the 3rd game in a row here. And yeah, hand seems fine. Got the gremlin. A couple other 2-drops. Ooh, meant to play the swamp here, just in case we were to get priority, but did remember to pass through their turn, so at least there's that. Alright, let's play, it doesn't really matter. I guess I'll play the leech here, just see what they've got going on. And I guess I'll get rid of mountain here. Okay, no plays. Maybe they have a counterspell, they just didn't want to use it. Well, lucky for you, there's not a lot of things in my deck you're going to want to counter. My deck is greater than the sum of its parts. Bottomless pool bouncing likely the gremlin here. Okay, let's offer this trade, see if they want to do anything about it. Sure. I don't need the Balemerc Leech. We each draw a card. Gremlin, see if they want to counter this now. Nope. Alright. Friendly Teddy. Discarding Swamp. Drawing Swamp. Alright. Go ahead. Tunnel Surveyor. That's actually pretty decent against me here. Painter's Studio. That's pretty good. Hopefully... Oh, no. They have the... Oh, no. Okay. I was worried they were going to counter that there. Okay, so let's do... Mountain... This is until the end of our next turn, right? So we can play these next turn here. Let's unlock this and then attack. Never mind. Well, I'll still attack with Teddy, though. Looks like they'll probably trade. Next turn I've got Percussionist and Vengeful Possession here. I really need these Vengeful... No, 1-mana removal spells. Vengeful something or other. Can't remember. Oh well. You know the one I'm talking about. The one that sacrifices a creature and exiles their creature. Final Vengeance. Final Vengeance. There are too many Magic card names, right? Why does that have Vigilance? Ooh, Ninjutsu. Alright, you have a Kaito then. Alright, I wonder if that's something I can steal. No, unfortunately not. I mean, I don't have to use this, but I'm not really doing anything else, right? I have a Defaced Gallery to make it pump a little bit. Let's start by doing this, actually. Let's go... Let's play the Percussionist here, which will give me a Rummage. They have this thing, which still has Flash to tap down one of my creatures. 1, 2, 3. Let's just steal that thing. And no. I mean, the Vengeful Possessions aren't at their best here, so actually, you know what? Let's get rid of one of those. It's not really the best here. Let's see if they drown her to tap something. Looks like they do. Oops. Attack here. And I could use Turn Inside Out just to kill Kaito, which is arguably, like, probably what I should do. They're thinking about protecting it here. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. So, let's go to damage, and then I think I'll play the Ragged Playmate here. I'll have to take another hit from Kaito. See if they want to draw a card or not. Okay, no blocks. Take 3. Okay, that starts to, where did it get that ability? Oh, it has a scroll bar. How dumb is that? Okay, sure. And then they stole my Ragged Playmate. So they're really trying to protect this Kaito here. Well, I can't really do anything about it. So, sure. Grab the prize. Our hand is like not doing anything right now. Discard Winner's Intervention. Draw Winner's Intervention. Yeah, go ahead, I guess. I mean, we can threaten to trade with Kaito using Turn Inside Out, but if they've got removal, it's not like the greatest plan. I had no idea it had another ability. So much text. Well, that's kind of brutal. Yeah, I mean, I can't really... I mean, I could Turn Inside Out to get a 2/2, but that doesn't seem like the greatest plan here, so... They're doing well to protect Kaito. They're not... I was gonna say they're not putting a ton of pressure on me, but Kaito himself is kind of just like this entire game here, you know? They're protecting that very well, and that is what this entire game is about. Okay. I got nothing to do, so go ahead. Okay, extra card draw. As if you needed it. This feels like Esper Control in like old standard or something. Where I just like can't do anything. They have a hexproof creature. Drawing 2 cards a turn. Sawblade Skin Ripper. They're clearly leaving up even more protection here. So if I go for turn inside out, they're just gonna like kill it or something. So okay, there it goes. Resolves, goes to the bottom. Play Skin Ripper. And, I mean, I can sacrifice this to deal 1 to Kaito, I guess. Does that really even do anything? Or would I rather +1/+0 to my attacking creatures? I mean, they've got 4 cards in hand. They could probably figure out a way to deal with this too. So, I mean, Kaito's a 5/4 right now, right? A 4/5. So making this a 4/3 doesn't really even help. I mean, this whole game is just revolved around this one card here. Like, if they didn't draw Kaito, their deck has done effectively nothing. I mean, it's done basically nothing, but they drew their bomb. And that will likely be enough here. Okay. I think I've got the A combo, but it's still, I still lose to removal here. So, well, no, if I had drawn a land, I could also turn inside out and make it into a 2/2. But actually, I can kill Kaito. So, yeah, let's do this. Let's do this. I think I'll get rid of this thing. It doesn't really do anything. And then go to combat, kill Kaito. Thank you. play this. Sack it. And then deal 1. But we're still at 3 here, so... Still need some help. Oh, a hard cast Valgavoth Terror Eater. Yeah, if you hard cast that card, you know what? I think you just deserve to win. So, GG. Right there at 14. I mean, I could kill this, pump that, sack that. I mean, none of that really does anything though. So, let's just have a little of our fun. Nope, sorry. Sack this. Do this. Do that. Get the pump. Sack it. I mean, we're doing everything we can. I mean, we basically dealt 11 to them, though. Or 12. Oh, they were at 2. Oh, well, you know what? GG. Like I said, if they hard cast Valgavoth, then you deserve to win. But, man, we dealt 12 on that last turn. That was pretty close. Alright, we go first with our mono black deck here. So we'll keep it with Leech into Derelict Attic, hopefully finding some things. We actually get to play first this time, so that's not too bad. We will take that. And if we draw exactly a mountain, we've got Skin Ripper here. But no. Do they have Growing Dread? Yeah, I was worried they had Growing Dread. We lost out on a ping, but it's fine. I mean, I tried to do the right thing and not play my my cards pre-combat, so they had all the information. But look, it finally backfired on me. So. Okay, they are ramping for sure. See what they can do now. Bashful Beastie. Well, that's certainly annoying. Can really only do 2 things this turn. So something I could do is use Nowhere to Run and then sacrifice Fear of Lost Teeth to finish off the Beastie, which also that almost deals 2 to the Manifest Dread token. So maybe that's something I could do next turn. I do Nowhere to Run, sacrifice the Fear, deal 1. And then sacrifice one of the creatures I play this turn as well. And that kind of deals with the Manifest Dread token as well. So, yeah, let's just play some creatures out, attack with our Menace. And then plan to make that play next turn, probably. If they Manifest Dread a 5/5, I'll probably do it to that. But this all revolves around the Skin Ripper surviving here. That's why I did pack 1, pick 1 it. Bookworm. Okay, that needs to die to Nowhere to Run. And Machete, that's fine. And then take 5 probably. No? Okay. Final Vengeance. Sack the Nowhere to Run and an Exile. Well, that was a draw. So let's do this. Get rid of that. Target this, sacrificing this. And then yeah, we get to finish this one off too. So we attack here. And then sacrifice this. Deal 1 to this. And then at the end of the turn, this deals 2 more to that. And we cleared their entire board. Well, that was a busted turn. Wow. Okay. They dealt with the Skin Ripper. Boo. Let's do this here. Attack for 2. Right? Let me push more damage this way, I guess. Next turn they're going to hit us and then unlock that for free, which is kind of brutal, but we can't really do anything about that. So they're going to get a free 5/5. Another Bookworm. Draws a card on the end of the turn. And down goes Leech. Sure. Good news is I can still attack with these things because of that. So let's go Gremlin. Rat. Rummage. And attack here. The Gremlin getting +1/+0 and Death Touch with Menace is going to be pretty brutal. So they have to deal with that now too. And that's a 5/4 flyer and a 5/5. Don't think I need the Playmate here. Yeah, the Vengeful Possession. That is a draw. They found answers. I think we still have lethal though, assuming this forest isn't anything. Okay, so let's just steal that, and then decline, and then attack. And there we go. Alright, they found a lot of enchantment-based answers, but we were able to get through. Okay, we go first. I don't like this starting hand as much. I don't think it's mulliganable, though. So, yeah, we'll start it, and then play some stuff, play some removal, and hope to kind of draw our way into some card draw and things as well. I guess I'll lead on the Teddy. If this trades, that gives us an extra card that we can find action with. So, I guess that's why I'll lead with that. Hopefully their play has 2 toughness so I can kill it. Sure. So now I don't get cards. Boo. Okay, still not many choices here. That is a 2/4. Go ahead and make the trade. Get a 2/2. Doesn't really matter at that point. And in the turn here, still stuck with not a lot going on. They just play a big creature and kind of not doing great. That's a big creature. Sure, go to damage. So we get to get Gremlin down now. And next turn, potentially rummage away something that may or may not matter here. Okay, another fear. And a trial. So that will take 5. Okay, that could be pretty good next turn if they don't really have another good play. If I could just steal their 5/4 and attack, like... that could push a lot of damage here. Well, it's also not great. But we do get to push 7 points of damage this turn now. Yeah, I don't think I need the rat necessarily. Okay, 2 is not 0. Now they can get back another creature here. Probably most valuable Slayer, I would think. And then play it, and probably not attack, because they die on the backswing. If I have removal. Alright, they're risking it. I guess they're just saying, I'm dead to removal. But we didn't have the removal. Really close. I hope they don't have removal for Skin Ripper here. If we draw another 1 or 2 or 3 drop, we could win on the spot, but it looks like they've got something here. Coordinated Clobbering, maybe. Monstrous Emergence. Could have any number of things. Okay. That is another creature that blocks my menace well. If they attack, that means they have removal in hand, so... or another creature, I guess. Yeah, so they have another creature. Okay, so what can we do? It depends on what we draw, obviously. So... Final Vengeance doesn't exactly do it. I mean, I sacrifice the 2/2, get rid of that. They block, so that doesn't work. I sacrifice this. End of turn, I deal them 1. Because I can't sacrifice anything else. Is there a way I survive here? If I sacrifice Final Vengeance here, I have to chump. That's not a winning play. If I Final Vengeance here, I'm dead on board. I think I'm just dead. We got them to 1. Yeah, I don't think there's a way out of this, unfortunately. I'd have to hope they make some sort of mistake in attacking or blocking here, which I don't think they do. I'm sure they just double block this, and then both my creatures are dead. Yeah, I mean, won't really do it. Put a counter on it, dies, Final Vengeance can't do anything. So I had to hope they made a mistake there, but really close. Any other permanent on the board, we would have won on that spot, but we would have sacrificed and then used this to sacrifice as well. Ping 2 at the end of the turn. But we were 1 away. Alright, let's go first here. Need another land or 2, but Grab the Prize can hopefully help out with that if we struggle. Yeah, Bailmark Leech, I guess. Marvin, sure. I don't even want to Winter's Intervention that right now. I'll just offer the trade. Okay, play Skin Ripper. Need to get my creatures down before I start drawing cards and things. See if the Skin Ripper survives. I don't expect it to. Okay, it did. That is nice. Okay, now I suppose we can do this followed by just another creature. I mean, I could sack this, attack for 4, kill that. That doesn't seem great, though. So let's just do this and attack here. The Jolly Balloon Man. Well, that is a combo. So I need to kill something. Probably the Balloon Man. Yeah, let's do this. Target Balloon Boy. Get us another card in hand here. Attack and then ping down Living Phone. I know they get to potentially draw another card, but it's just another creature off the board here. They got 8 cards in hand. They have to have an answer to Skin Ripper at this point, right? There's the answer to Skin Ripper. Piggy Bank and nothing else. Okay. Okay, take 2. Make a treasure. Not horrible. We can't really cast all this unless we draw... Oh, now we lose. Darn. That's a shame. Yeah, sometimes dissection tools comes down and then you lose. So it's brutal. Jolly Balloon Man? No. Piggy Bank? Alright. Well. Sure. When you attack, put a counter on it too. Oh, so I double block, ping it, play leech. They can re-equip it by sacrificing percussionist, draw a card. They go up to like 14 life, and I don't think we can race it. Yeah, I think that'll do it. No, the deck was pretty sweet. It was doing its thing, but and they have jump scare. Shard Mage's Rescue, close enough. Alright, they're at 10. They have a 5/5. This doesn't really do much here at this point. That was the wrong card. Oh well, we're done anyway. Okay. Dissection tools for the win. Yeah, so we got our first of 3 3-3 records this week. So we got 2 more drafts left to go, and we will finish 6-6 as always happens to me in this format. I think this is my 13th draft. I think I've had 7 or 8 3-3s. Like it's insane how many completely right down the middle 50-50 drafts I've had. So let's finish this Duskmourn House of Mid out. Thanks for tuning in today, and I'll see you next time for your daily draft.